All right, everybody, CPI news just came out and it was not good. We were expecting a 2.9% rate. It came in hot at 3.1%. However, that was still better than the 3.4% we got last month. Unfortunately, the market as a whole, Bitcoin, crypto, stock market, not looking good. The US dollar is loving this because the price is soaring right now. But basically, the consumer price index increased 0.3% in January, the Bureau of Statistics reported. On a 12-month basis, that came out to 3.1%, down from 3.4%. Big thing here is we're still hot. We're too hot. Inflation is not going away, and this is a huge concern. Because if inflation won't go away, Jerome Powell cannot lower rates. And if Jerome Powell cannot lower rates, that means the economy is going to continue to struggle as that monetary policy is pretty much going to get more and more pessimistic. Now, shelter prices, it looks like, were the big thing here. Inflation rose more than expected in January as stubbornly high shelter prices weighed on consumers. Now, shelter was up 6% year over year. It is getting more expensive to own a house, it's getting more expensive to live in a house, and it's getting more expensive to just rent an apartment, rent a house, even rent a freaking RV, okay? So everything is much more expensive, and this is causing a lot of chaos because, again, the people that are owning the houses, stuff like that, they're making more money, sure, but, you know, the everyday guy, they're really going to be struggling here. Overall, you do see inflation is still kind of trickling down a little bit here, but again, if you guys own a car, that is spiking right now. Everything related to car, like mechanic work, the delinquency rates are hitting some pretty crazy levels right now. That's not a good sign. So people are starting to have to make these tough decisions because inflation, the prices aren't going down. I know we've had the Inflation Reduction Act. I know everybody is saying inflation has been coming down. But, you know, just because inflation's coming down doesn't mean prices are coming down. It just means that prices aren't going up as high and as fast. And because the job market all of a sudden has really softened up, employers don't really have an incentive to pay you guys more because they know, if we can let them go, they'll probably find another job. We're not going to be in too much of a hassle. Well, there's not a lot of competition for workers right now. They have the ability to be very, very picky here, which is kind of stupid if you ask me. However, excluding volatile food and energy prices, the so-called core CPI, it's the core CPI, accelerated 0.4% in January, and it was up 3.9% from a year ago, unchanged from December. So that, the core, did not even change. Inflation is still high, too high, and you guys will obviously have felt that, I believe, right? Now, we've already talked about the shelter increase being 6%. Food prices moved higher up as well, 0.4% this month. I know it's not a lot, but month to month, 0.5%. You guys are going to feel it as long as it continues to get hotter and hotter and hotter. And one other thing here, oil prices have been going up steadily because of all the stuff going on in the Middle East, Israel, Hamas, that war going on, and then all the Iran proxies getting, trying to, flex their muscles, that's having an impact on the oil prices right now, as well as, the Russia-Ukraine war, which is kind of stalled out, it looks like. Now, because of all this, the stock market is not doing too well. The Dow is down, the S&P is down, the Nasdaq's down, the Russell 2K is down, and of course, the volatility index is going straight on up at this point. But we've shaken off one high CPI number before. We might be able to shake this one off. But as far as, what this means for you guys, it means prices are still going to be getting more and more expensive. And that's going to be a bad thing for everybody because eventually your income is not going to be able to keep up with the pace of inflation, even at these rates. Unfortunately, there are going to be a lot of people that have to make these tough decisions about what they can afford and what they cannot afford. And it's just going to be tough decisions. And there's no real right answer to this. But you are going to see people tend to be struggling more and more and more because the government typically just can't stop spending a lot of money. We're just about to send over over $100 billion out overseas. It's kind of a weird spot where hard, tough choices need to be made, but we're not a country that likes to make those tough choices. So we're probably just going to print more money and we're going to suffer because of it. But the system as a whole will just be fine. It's just more inflation is going to be coming around. Okay. So hope you guys all have a good rest of your day and keep an eye out for the stock market and the crypto market. They are not having good days. The Russell 2000 is down 3% right now. 3%. That's not good. No bueno. Today's episode is brought to you by BYDeFi, your gateway to crypto trading made simple. Whether you're just starting out or looking for advanced trading options like perpetual contracts and leveraged tokens, BYDeFi has you covered. With unique features like copy trading, you can mirror the strategies of experienced traders and learn as you earn. Plus, with top-notch security measures, you can trade with peace of mind that your account is secure. You can sign up today by clicking my link down in the bio.